Designing a website can be a drag, especially when you don't know what you are doing. And sometimes, even if your site looks beautiful, it still doesn't bring in customers. Why? Because you're probably ignoring these 11 modern web design principles that no one talks about. Let's fix that. Principle 1, have a purpose. Even if you don't have a purpose in life, your website needs one. Before you start dragging buttons and images all over the screen, ask, why does this website exist? The why behind your site should be the driving force when deciding what features it needs. Know what your website is designed to accomplish for your users, and design and optimize your site around that idea. Prioritizing the why helps you create a website that attracts traffic and retains users by generating customer delight. For example, if you're building a portfolio website, your purpose should be to showcase your work and build credibility. The wrong approach for it will be to cram texts, images, buttons in one place. The right approach will be to keep the website simple, with a strong CTA, testimonials, and fast contact form. One common rookie mistake: designing a site for one purpose but styling it for something completely different. Imagine this. A fashion store website should be all about showing off clothes. So it needs big pictures, videos, and quick loading to show products beautifully. But a news or blog site needs to help people read and find information easily. So it should have clear menus, organized articles, and be easy to search. If you mix them up, like using a fashion layout for a news site, people will get confused or frustrated. Your design should match what your website is meant to do. Principle 2, know your users. Your site isn't for you. It's for your users. To create a fantastic user experience, UX, start by deeply understanding them. Your user should be at the center of all your web design decisions. If you don't know your user, you won't know which website elements to prioritize. User research techniques like envisioning your ideal customer persona and asking for real-time feedback will ensure you create something that serves your users' needs. Principle 3, create a smooth journey. Your website should make visitors' lives easier, not more complicated. Users will lose interest if they can't navigate intuitively when they land on a page, which is why you need to make the user journey clear and easy to follow. Design straightforward, streamlined navigation menus to enhance the user experience, which will help you decrease your bounce rate and boost your click-through rate. And make sure your CTAs stand out from the rest of your content, so they can help your users seamlessly accomplish their jobs. Principle 4, keep it simple. Less is more when it comes to website design. Make sure you don't cram too many visual elements onto one page and stick to a uniform color scheme and 1 or 2 different fonts. When your website has a streamlined design, it's easier for users to stay on task and accomplish what they came there to do. To prioritize simple, functional design, ask yourself what purpose every element serves. If it doesn't improve the user's experience and journey, it's likely unnecessary. Web design principles are intertwined. It's much easier to keep your website simple once you've clearly defined its purpose and understood your users. Principle 5, be consistent. While not every page of your website will look exactly the same, all pages should have a consistent look and feel. Consistency is one of the most important web design best practices. To put it into practice, use the same color scheme and fonts, similar page layouts, and images that follow a uniform aesthetic. For blogs, make sure you format all posts similarly for a consistent look and enjoyable user experience. For e-commerce websites with several different visual features, keep your page structures similar across your site. You should also shoot your product images with the same background and lighting, even if that means updating old images as new ones are uploaded. You can see a great example of this on the sustainable clothing brand Cotton's website. Principle 6, prioritize visual hierarchy. Visual hierarchy is a key element of great UX design. Organize design elements so that users are drawn to each element in order of importance. To achieve a strong visual hierarchy on your website, use focal points like large CTAs, headings, and images to attract your users' attention toward the most relevant elements. Ask yourself where you want your users to click, and make it easy for them to do so. You can see a great example of visual hierarchy on the Zendesk homepage. Large text makes the page's value proposition and headings more noticeable, and CTAs stand out from other elements on the page. Principle 7, publish quality content. A beautiful site with garbage content is still garbage. Without quality content, your website won't provide value to users or rank high on search engine result pages. It's crucial to invest in good copy and content both for users and search engine optimization. The key here is to create content that's beneficial to your users within a strategy that presents your company as an expert in the industry. Principle 8. Design for multiple devices. As of 2025, over 90% of internet users go online with mobile devices, so your site better work there or say goodbye to your traffic. When designing the mobile version of your site, focus on promoting a positive UX. Check that CTAs are just as prominent as they are on your desktop version. Ensure navigation is easy and intuitive on a mobile device. Make text large enough for users to comfortably see on a smaller screen. Principle 9. Be accessible and inclusive. Your website should be designed with every type of user in mind. This means making your website accessible for users who could have difficulty navigating. Someone with visual impairment, for example. Get started with accessible design by writing descriptive alt text for images, enabling keyboard navigation, making sure text is legible and high contrast, and optimizing code for screen readers. Prioritize making your website inclusive for users of all backgrounds and identities. Use inclusive language and diverse images to ensure that everyone who visits your page feels welcome and comfortable. Accessibility isn't optional, it's essential. Principle 10. Test frequently. It's important to test your website in its early stages, but it's also crucial to keep testing once you've already launched. Through regular testing, you can constantly improve the user experience by fixing weird bugs and finding new opportunities to delight you. Principle 11. Be unique. While it's helpful to reference web design inspiration and examples when creating your website, it's equally as important to be unique and let your brand and its message shine through. Don't copy other websites that seem to be working without considering your specific business and user goals. Just because certain design elements work for someone else's users doesn't mean they'll work for yours. Maybe a particular design layout, like an infinite scroll homepage, is a popular trend that every website seems to be hopping on. However, before adopting web design trends, ask yourself, and your users, whether infinite scrolling will actually improve your UX. Prioritize original design and your website will stand out to the people it matters most, your users. While it's important to draw on these web design principles, you don't need to follow every principle blindly, but you do need to understand why they exist. There are certain situations in which you can and should break them. At the end of the day, you know your website and the purpose it needs to serve better than anyone. If you know that your users prefer seeing many different elements at once, even if it means a busy design, give them that. And if using different color schemes on different pages works for you, and more importantly your users, don't worry about breaking a web design principle. The principles you can't stray from are the ones that are truly central to the user experience, like knowing your purpose, understanding your target audience, and designing a website that's easy and enjoyable for all users to navigate. Your site doesn't have to be pretty, but it should be purposeful. Focus on structure, clarity, and user experience, and even the ugliest website can rake in millions. Because at the end of the day, good design isn't what looks good. It's what works.